I think this is gonna ruffle some feathers, but I'm in the mood for ruffling feathers. I think some white girls cannot fathom that a girl who's not white can be considered prettier than them.
Have you ever noticed how some white women just cannot accept that a black woman might be prettier than them? Like the idea that a non white person could be considered more attractive literally shakes their whole reality. Today, we're going to talk about why some white women struggle with the idea that black women can be considered beautiful or even sometimes more beautiful. And I have some TikTok videos of women, sharing their own experiences. So let's get into it.
Basically, yesterday I went to Safeway to get my mom some flowers for Mother's Day, and they had like this little station where this lady was like, wrapping up the flower bouquets, making them like cute and stuff. And my dad was throwing a barbecue, so I was like picking up corn. So I was like in the produce section, and then I went to the flowers. And the whole time there was like this white lady who had to have been like in her 30s, maybe. I don't know what she was, but she kept staring at me like up and down, like giving me dirty looks, like it was so obvious to the point where I was uncomfortable. And I kind of just brushed it off. I'm like, okay, like maybe I just look good. I don't know. Fucking, I know I did. This is literally what I was wearing, right? Like just some yoga pants, jacket, whatever the fuck. So then I'm in line waiting for my bouquet to be made. I had like 3 bunches of like lilies, and I'm just like standing in line, minding my business on my phone. And she's in front of me, and her boyfriend's there. And her boyfriend's like this like skinny like Latino guy, right? And they're both just standing there. And mind you, like no offense to them, but they're not like, they weren't like an attractive couple. Like, if that makes sense. Like, I'm not trying to be mean at all. But basically, the entire time in the line, this bitch keeps looking at me, like back and forth. Like, I'm just literally on my phone. I'll catch her like looking at me, and like, when you can tell someone's looking at you like through your like rear view blind side, whatever the fuck. I'm looking at my phone, and I actually stared at me for like 15 seconds. I'm just on my phone, and then I finally look up, and then she looks at me, rolls her eyes, and looks away. And I was like, bitch, what the fuck is your problem? And then like multiple times, like even when I was getting corn, even when I was getting like my flowers, she would like be near me, and then she would start aggressively making out with her boyfriend while like looking at me. Like she would look at me, then like grab her boyfriend, like bring him in, and like start making out with him. And it wasn't like a cute little kiss. Like, I'm not a big PDA person, either is my boyfriend, so we don't really make out in public unless we're like fucking blacked out. But like it was like tongue. I heard everything, and I was like, there's hella people at Safeway. It's Mother's Day. People are getting last minute flowers. Like, people were even looking. They're like, what the fuck is wrong with her? But yeah, I just thought that was so fucking weird. And it's like, her boyfriend, like, I didn't even see him looking at me. Like, he didn't try to talk to me. Like, I don't even think he noticed that I was there. So it was like she was just projecting her insecurity for no reason. Because there was like if he had tried to talk to me or something, then like I would like kind of understand, like, okay, maybe she's like insecure, whatever the fuck. But mind you, I'm in that bitch, like no makeup, my hair was like in a fucking bun, I was looking like this, and she was just like, I don't know, she just gave off like the weirdest energy. And it's like, your boyfriend couldn't even get my name, let alone my number, out of me. Like, you're so safe, you're safe. But yeah, this video reminded me of that, because I don't know, she was ugly, let's just be honest. Like, she wasn't cute, he wasn't cute. So I was like, what part of you thought that anything would happen? Like, I'm happy for you, girl. Like, I got a boyfriend too.
So the thing is, some white women are raised to believe that, they are the standards of beauty. So when a black woman steps into the room and commands attention, they don't know how to process it.
The funny part about it is not even that they can't fathom a world where you would be considered better looking than them. It's that they know in a lot of cases that you are better looking than them. It's just that they can't fathom you still being picked over them, because at the end of the day, they're still white. Like, the amount of times that I've been like party to this or have watched this happen is insane. Like, the PhD level logic jumps that white women will do sometimes in order for it to make sense to them why you would be like a preference somehow is crazy. Like, in a lot of instances, they will fully admit that you are as good looking or better good looking than they are. But whether or not they realize it cognitively, the underlying thought about their confusion of other people finding you attractive is that they're white. At the end of the day, you might be better looking, but they're white. They are the type, right? Like, like you can't, it's not like, as a black woman, you could be drop dead gorgeous. You could be like on a scale of 1 to 10 at 10. But in order for it to make sense to them, why they should still like be picked, they'll start taking up points like, oh, you're, got 4C hair, -1. You're dark skin, -1. Like, you have a black name, oh, that's -1. You're not then, minus. And like, in the instances that you as a black woman are still picked over them, it'll never be because you're more attractive than they are. Even if they know and acknowledge that you are, it will always be there's something wrong or deficient in the man. Like, even if they think that you are more attractive than they are, right? It will never be the reason why someone that they want or they find attractive would pick you over them, right? It can't be that, because at the end of the day, yeah, you might be more better looking, but you're white, right? Like I used to work with this white girl, and neither of us was objectively more attractive than the other, right? I would say we were about like the same level of attractiveness, right? And whenever we went out after work, we were always in like the meatpacking, Chelsea, Greenwich, Soho kind of area, right? And there weren't like a ton of black people at the places we would go. And dudes who wanted to hit on us, right, would typically come up in pairs. Like, if there was a black guy and a white guy coming up to us, the black guy would talk to her, the white guy would talk to me, right? If there were two white guys, the objectively more attractive white guy would talk to me, right? And one day we were out, and this guy that she had spotted and thought was really cute ended up coming over to us. So he came over to us to talk to me. And when we were leaving, she was like, you know, it's so crazy. The kind of guys I always try to talk to you. And I was like, what do you mean? She was like, yeah, because you're with me, they must think that you're the type of black girl that only dates white guys. And they're clearly like the kind of white guys that only date black girls. Like, they're super into rap and blah, blah. Meanwhile, these are like finance dudes, like wearing Patagonia vests. Like, these were not light-skinned Travis Kelce whites. These were like corn-fed Nebraska whites. Like, this was very much like not the vibe they were putting out, right? But for it to make sense to her that these white boys wanted to talk to me over her, when, you know, in her mind, we're both like equal attractiveness, there has to be something wrong with them. They must just not like white women. It's not that they thought I was more attractive than her, because I'm not more attractive than her. In her mind, we are the same level of attractiveness, but she's white, so she should be the one that they pick. No, they must not like white women.
Some even go ahead to say things like, oh, you're pretty for a black woman. I wish I could tan like you. Your lips are so full. I wish I had those. They want to compliment you, but also remind you that you are not supposed to be the standard. Oh my God. This is what happens when someone believes their beauty is the default. The moment a black woman gets more attention, suddenly it's a problem. Now let's talk about why this happens. White women have been taught that they are the default beauty standard. You know, for decades, the mainstream media pushed one beauty standard: thin, blonde, blue-eyed, and blah blah blah. So when people started seeing black women as attractive, it disrupts their worldwide view. Black beauty is often seen as exotic or a trend. So from full lips to curvy bodies, a lot of what makes black women beautiful has been copied but never credited. White women want the features but not the reality of being a black woman. The fear of losing social power. Beauty is power in society. So when black women step into that power, some white women feel threatened. So my final thoughts about this topic, I would say that black women should be able to own their beauty without making anyone feel uncomfortable. If that shakes up the old beauty standards, oh well, that's their business. Have you ever experienced this, guys? Have you ever been in a situation where, you know, you've noticed that a white person is just behaving in a somehow type of way when you're around as a person of color? I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear your stories. If you enjoyed this conversation, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.